All right, so yeah, it's been a while since I did my last vlog. A lot has changed since the 1 month that has passed by. Um, my iframes, my eyeglass frames have changed, um, and my phone changed also. I'm using an iPhone now. I'm using iPhone X. My Samsung was well for me. It's just that the power button broke, um and the phone overall broke because I was trying hard to making it work normally, where I just press all kinds of functions, and then the thing became disabled. um I don't really know how to begin my this vlog, because I feel like, like I said before, I feel like my lifestyle is always the same. Like, I try to do travel, and what I do with my travel is, I selfie my travel, and then I put it on Instagram. Um, but at the same time, if I do a lot of those, then the suspenseful effect of this disappear, right? Like, this wouldn't be it wouldn't be too interesting when I do this. But I mean, it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna complain about it, because only very few people watch this. Um, but I decided to do this because I feel like I can push the art. Um, I mean, I'm not trying to be big. It's just that the ideology will come alive, right? So, um, as far as my purchases, I've been going to the wine store here in Niagara, and then I've been ordering Bodacious, the smooth wine. I really love it. I feel like I can finish the whole bottle in one sitting. That's what I'm doing in my room now, just drinking lots of it. So, and I mentioned in my vlog that I kind of discovered a new McDonald's. I'm starting to hang out at Landis Lane. I went to McDonald's a couple of times, and it's just to feel the community. That's what I really need. I need a community, because there's very few people here in St. David's. Whereas if I drive to Landis Lane, it's only 10-15 minutes. Then I would see the culture. I would see the lifestyle, and it's one of those things where it's a learning experience. It's almost educational, and it's something that I want to experience more. Um, like a couple years ago, prior to the pandemic, I feel like these places were dangerous. Because these guys, like, one time I was in a Tim Hortons washroom, and the guy was trying to put a plastic needle. He was trying to put a plastic needle in his vein, and the guy was bleeding. And he didn't call anyone. It was just him and his girlfriend and his buddy, and they're watching him bleed. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. Um, but since the pandemic, people kind of change. I understand that there's a lot of homelessness now. A lot of people are begging for money and everything like that. But I feel like people straighten it out. I think. I mean, every now and then I would still see a vandalized situation, but when I go to the washroom, it's not as bad as before. So, um, but what I did with the McDonald's I took a Instagram for it. But when I'm inside the McDonald's, I just look around what kind of people are there. I look at the nationalities, I look at the language, the accents, and it's just trying to. It's one of those things where want it alive, right? Just trying to have a lively experience, So, um, as far as typing, like blogging, um, I still look at books. I won't necessarily buy books 'cause I have a lot of books. And the thing with books is that it can be interesting for the first two chapters, and after a while, it becomes ordinary and it gets boring. You don't want to read it. You don't want to continue reading. you know. And it happens to me all the time. But when I'm at the mall, when I'm at Indigo, or Kohl's, I'm tempted to buy books. So I fall into the temptation, and then I'm in my room trying to read it. So um, but I think the thing with the feasibility is that it's an education thing. How do you become feasible on YouTube, and everything like that. And I try to use travel. I also study the stories that yeah, the reels and the story I find on Instagram, and I try to figure out the things that are interesting, and I figure out what they do. And some of these guys, they do math, they do the calculus or something like that, or the algebra. And the other things, they do English. They do basic English, and I think that's what I need to do. I think I need to study more. I think I have to be on my study desk, and really, um, you know, study, learn how to do well on YouTube. Because I'm not happy with the very few people who watch this. I think the only person who watches this is my nephew, my eldest nephew, right? Um, but it's just one of those things where I need to be more feasible. I mean, if people are gonna watch me at all, if only one person watches me, then for the rest of my life, if only one person looks at me, for the next 20 years, that's fine. It's just a challenge for me, an experiment. It's an experiment that maybe I can produce something like in math, English, something that's done on a study desk. So my goal is to read my books and see what I can come up with. Um, yeah, with my various travel, I ended at Comisos, and I took IG photos for it too. And Comisos is a grocery store here in Niagara. It's just about 5-10 minutes away from where I live. But I took a photo of that sandwich that I ate, and I'll be headed to that restaurant tomorrow because I'm home alone right now. I'm able to do this in the evening. I'm able to do this right now, in the evening because everyone's gone camping. My my father's church went camping up north, or not really up north, but good enough for the woods. So I didn't bother going. I didn't want to go because um, I find it very hard, especially if I don't know the place. Because the thing with camping is that everyone is loud, right? Like people can be noisy, whereas you're trying to get sleep. You want to get your 5-6 hours of sleep, and then But um, I'm alone. I've been alone since this morning. I'm alone again tomorrow, and then Sunday will be the ending of the camp. So I'm just trying to figure out what I can do tomorrow. I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do. The thing is that there's money involved, right? And I'm not a rich person. People ask me, what kind of vacations I take, and I tell them, no, I don't have money for vacation, and I would literally say that I'm a poor man. Um, but some of my travel will cost me, a few dollars. and I don't want it to be that way where I'm always tight, for the rest of the month. Um, because the thing with my travel is that I learned my lesson also. Like like when you say travel, it's always an amazing thing. It's always impressive. Oh, you travel there, you travel here. But as you keep doing it, the the um, the um, the effectiveness slows down. Like the goodness of it dies, right? And that's what I'm going through right now. Like I'm learning that I don't have to travel much. Um, I can be creative with the simple things. I can, save my money. I don't have to spend so much dollars, because a lot of money is involved with this. But who knows? I may decide last minute. Um, but I'm thinking that I can stay home tomorrow and just enjoy my white wine. Um, enjoy videos on YouTube. Enjoy movies or what have you. Um, on Sunday, it's gonna be another long day, and it's just trying to find creative things to do. I think the creativity is what matters there, because I don't want to be bored. I don't want to be tired of my life. I want to enjoy life, right? So um, I did my cooking. I told my mother that I wanna eat my orange chicken. So I thawed my chicken breasts. I got them at Costco. I bought one package of it for almost $30. It was pricey, but I wanted to get it because I'm into this Indian food. I'm into this orange chicken thing, and it's very easy to cook. Because the sauce is already prepared, right? The sauces are in a bottle. They're in two set of bottles, and the chicken you just gotta dice them, cut them in dices, and then prepare a pot of water. Boil, let the water boil, and then put the chicken in the water, and then in 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, the chicken's cooked. And once the chicken is cooked, the sauce is already prepared. And then you just dip the chicken, and it's very delicious. It's probably my favorite food. I don't know. So yeah, a lot of coffee. I brew coffee like every hour. I was brewing coffee. I don't know why. But the last coffee I bought was Tim Hortons. This is my first time to buy Tim Hortons. It was more pricey than a Folgers and what have you. But this Tim Hortons is pretty good. It's not too strong. It's not it's not bitter. Like it has a soft touch. So I'm looking forward to drinking more. As far as my exotic coffee, the store is located in Old Town Niagara on the Lake, and that's more uh, challenging to get. But I've been drinking it. I've drank about 5 packages, 5 to 6 packages, and I did a travel. Again, it's located in Old Town Niagara on the Lake, and then I parked the car, and then I walked, down to the store. And I don't know. I got bored of the. I got bored of it. Um, I think for a couple of months I'm gonna be Folgers or Tim Hortons. Stick to simpler brands. So anyway, so it's almost 50 minutes, and I'm happy to be back. And see you when I see you. Bye.